we have integral of cosine cube x with respect to x. Unlike for cosine square, there is no simple formula, though there is one. If you don't want to memorize this, but let me show you, and I'll show you a much easier way in a moment. Cosine triple angle, cosine 3x is 4 cosine cube x minus 3 cosine x. Now from this identity we can isolate cosine cube, move 3 cosine x to the left, so cosine 3x plus 3 cosine x, and divide by 4, we get cosine cube. Okay, this way we can get rid of this third power, writing a fraction, cosine 3x plus 3 cosine x over 4 dx, and we can get the answer in next line, 1 over 4. So we can pull all the way outside. Now antiderivative of cosine 3x, antiderivative of cosine is sine 3x, but the angle is 3, so we need to divide by 3, right? I mean, when we find the derivative of sine 3x derivative, that will be cosine 3x times derivative of 3x, 3. So when we take derivative, we multiply. So using u substitution, you will find when we take the antiderivative, you need to divide by that number. Plus 3 is 3, and antiderivative of cosine x is sine x plus c. This is a good answer, but the problem here is to memorize this one. Okay, so this is not convenient, so we want to go for slightly more convenient method, where we want to use u substitution. Okay, so we want to write this as a product, so we want to write some function of u and its derivative du, and we find the antiderivative. So let's write cosine cube x as cosine square x times cosine x dx. Okay, and we want to make this one as derivative of u du, and we want to write cosine square x as a function of u. Okay, we want to make this as a function of u, and we can get the answer. Cosine is derivative of sine, right? So we want to write cosine square x as in terms of sine x. Is that possible? Yes. Cosine square x is 1 minus sine square x. Okay, and cosine x dx. Let u be sine x. If we think u is sine x, then derivative of sine x is cosine x with respect to x. So this becomes 1 minus u squared, a function of u, and remaining becomes cosine x. Cosine x dx is du. So this question now reads like 1 minus u squared, and remaining as du. Now let's find the antiderivative of 1 and u squared with respect to u. Antiderivative of 1 is just x, in this case u, minus antiderivative of u square is u 3 over 3 plus c. Now back substitute the value of u, you get the answer. U is in fact sine x minus 1/3 sine cube x. This is unnecessary, the parenthesis is not needed, plus c. Final.